how to keep them coming back for more. One of the things we really want to do is keep our customers, our viewers, our prospects, our leads returning as much as we possibly can. Returning viewers, particularly on YouTube, does signal to YouTube that people like your stuff. If they go and view it once and never come back again, and that's happening all the time, YouTube's going to go, well, this person's stuff ain't great. If they keep coming back, that's going to show YouTube that your stuff must be awesome because people keep coming back for more. Boom, you come up in more suggested results, and boom, you start getting more viewers. So you can be really smart with this. Remember, in a previous lesson, we talked about playlists, creating playlists for different types of content. Now you can create a playlist to create a series, right? Meaning, like for instance, one of the examples I've done, which you can see up on my screen here, is I'm creating a series of tips that actually relates to one of my books. Now you don't have to have a book for this to work. I'm just giving you one of my examples to begin with. In this book, I've got 365 social media prompt ideas to help people come up with content to grow their businesses online. And there's basically a prompt a day for a whole entire year. So what I'm doing is, you can see here, I've actually been filming me sharing tip number 1, prompt number 2, prompt number 3, right? Which is really clever because I'm only releasing one a day or one every other day. So people are going to have to keep coming back and watching my videos for a whole year if they want all 365 tips. I mean, by which point, if they're that interested, because I show the book in every video, they're probably going to go and buy the book rather than waiting an entire year, right? And of course, you don't have to share the whole book's worth. I definitely won't be sharing all of it because I do want to leave some within the book, so they've got to go and buy it. But this is where you might have like 10 tips for something. For instance, I have 10 steps to creating an online course. I might open my first video with 10 steps to create an online course. Tip number 1, the first step is blah, blah, blah. Come back for my next video for tip 2. And then the next video will be 10 steps for creating an online course. Tip number 2, give them the tip. Make sure you come back tomorrow for tip number 3. And so you can see there how you could create a little series that is encouraging people to keep coming back tomorrow for the next step. Now, a lot of people might pick up that series halfway through. You might be on step number 6 and they discover you for the first time. Well, the great thing about that is they're then going to go back through your page on your channel and they're actually going to go and try and find steps 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to get way more views. So this is how you can kind of create that binge effect viewing of your channel and get people to subscribe because they're going to want to be notified when your next one comes out. So think to yourself, have you got a number of tips? And they don't have to necessarily come in any order, but just give them tip number 1, tip number 2, and just give them a random number, right? So that you're telling people the next one will be out on day 3, the next one will be out on day 5, or whatever, however you want to do it. Have you got steps to anything? Make that a series. Can you come up with 20 random tips in your topic and do 20 days worth of tips on your thing? This is really powerful. Create yourself a series, put all of those videos in a playlist on your channel so that it's easier for people to just binge through and watch that whole series in one go. And you could even call it, the something series. Maybe you're giving 10 tips over 10 days on how to be happier, for instance. You might want to call the playlist the How to Be Happier series. I don't know, right? On your YouTube channel. That is a very clever way to keep them coming back for more and binging all of your content.